Hey everybody, Big Toad here. Today we're going to draw a Stegosaurus. So let's go ahead and shrink down our Stegosaurus, put him right up here in the corner so we can keep an eye on him. And let's get started. All right, so first, as always, let's start with the body. You know what I see? I see a taco shell. So let's draw that taco shell. So we got that over the top. This. Yeah, come down here, and the taco shell is kind of slanted back this way. Remember, make really soft, light lines so you can just barely see them. So go ahead and get your taco shell, and at any time during the video, if I go too fast, just pause the video and catch up. So what's my favorite part? The tail. Now this tail, look at this tail. It comes right off the taco, and it can come almost straight off the taco. There we go. Our tail going on there. And all right, now let's go to the front of the taco and put a head on. You know, this has got a skinny head. I'm going to give him a little bump on his head. I like to, I want to give him a little more sizable head. I'm not sure I like that head he's got on that. So see, this is going to be your Stegosaurus. We're not trying to copy that picture. We're trying to use that picture as our muse, inspiration. And so this is going to be the Stegosaurus. You know what a chicken leg looks like? That's what we're going to draw up here. Chicken leg right here. It's going to come off like that. See, that's going to be his front leg. And we can go out and we can erase a little bit in here. And go back and get my pen. See, we can, now these are really light lines. Whenever I use this kind of bluish green, very light lines. And then his arm comes down here. Okay, now let's do the other arm. And this arm's kind of like he's walking. Yeah, that's looking like it. Now let's put that back leg. The back leg, it comes way up from up in here. Again, if you don't like what you're seeing, keep drawing in some lines until you get what you like. Back legs always look a little different. Let me get an eraser and erase this out. Okay. Now he's got another back leg, but it's way up here because he's walking, see? So this leg can kind of come from here. What we do, we want this leg to be back there, but not be as big as the front leg. Not come down as far. So now it looks like he's kind of walking, doesn't it? Okay, we're getting a Stegosaurus. Now let's go and do a little erasing. We want to take this off. Take this line off here, really soft. Get your gummy eraser. Gummy erasers are great for drawing. You want to draw real soft, right? Really light lines so you don't see them so much. All right, so now let's put some eyeballs in here. Got to draw his mouth back a little. Now, Stegosaurus. What's cool about the Stegosaurus is he's got those bony plates on top of him to protect him. Don't do it too much like the Stegosaurus we have up there. You need to do it like your Stegosaurus. Let's start on the back of the head here. He's got some plates. And they're kind of all little pointy ones like this. They're little pointy ones, and they get a little bigger as we go up. So now we can start getting some big plates and have them come down just inside the body a little bit. Now it's really going to get big. Yeah, I'm going to get the eraser and erase that a little bit. See? Gives it some shape to it. Your plates up here. And they don't have to be perfect because it's a dinosaur. And every dinosaur, every Stegosaurus had slightly different looking plates on his back. If you don't like them, just erase them. Okay, erase in here. Don't need that line. Starting to get smaller, so I'm going to do one big plate here. Now I'm going to start going smaller again as I start going down his back. Yeah, right down his tail. Now get a little smaller. Smaller. One And then he's got spikies that come off of it. So we'll put a spike there. Spike there. And a spike there. And then these spikes come out from here too. So we can put spikes like that on there. Okay. So now we got his spikes in. So again, if you need to pause, go ahead and pause the video and catch up to me. I'm going to go ahead and erase a little bit more. Whoops. Eraser. Erase a little bit more in there. Helps me see a little better what I'm doing. Just erase a little bit. See? All right. Now, take this out a little. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Now, if you notice, he's got two sets of plates. Some on the front and some on the back. We can leave it like this, or we can put shadows of other plates behind it, like that. So you see the other plates behind it. They don't have to be as big, like that. And there we go. Maybe don't have to worry about them so much up here, but maybe put one right there, and there we go. So if you don't want to put those in, that's okay. You'll still look like everybody will still know it's your Stegosaurus, and it'll be your Stegosaurus. All right, now I'm going to go get the black. Let's have fun. Let's fill this thing in. Start on the top of his head. And bring it back through his mouth. I'm going to go up a little bit there. Kind of, that little loopy there kind of makes it separate a little bit where his neck and his head are. And then I'm going to start putting plates in. It's getting to be a really great Stegosaurus, don't you think? Really great Stegosaurus. We'll go through and we'll put all the plates on the first big plates we put in. And we can go ahead and connect some of the body here. Stegosaurus is really coming around now. And like that. All right, let's go finish the plates behind it. They're all smaller because they're on the back. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add one in there. Now let's bring down the tail a little bit. Let's make the spikes. So you don't have to see all the spikes. Oh yeah. Look at that. Now we got a Stegosaurus tail. Okay, I'm gonna go put an eyeball in. And now shoulder. Shoulder. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good. All right, let's go ahead and do the belly now. Now let's bring this leg. You see that leg comes way up there from that. You see our sketch lines, so we can figure out, see how easy it is to draw it once you do your sketch lines, and you can create your own Stegosaurus. Now that's a pretty nice looking Stegosaurus we made there. So we can put some shading in, right? I'm going to make mine a little wider and get some gray. Some gray. Oh yeah, there we go. And see these back ones, they can be a little more gray. See, we'll color those in a little bit because they're darker in the back. Those little ones that are in the back, they don't show up as well. So we'll make those darker. And if you want to color this, you go ahead and color it. Remember, ones in the back don't show up as much. So we can add them a little darker. Because the sun don't see it. And there's shading underneath the belly, along the bottom of the tail. So we put that in there because the sun doesn't shine there, right? And underneath each of these, we can put a little darker because it's blocking, it's shading the sun away. Just like you go outside under a tree and it's shady under a tree. There we go. Now we have ourselves a Stegosaurus. You know what? Let's make a little fern. Here's a bonus. We can do a fern. We'll go back to our blue. So we just want to jag it around there and we get this fern because that's Stegosaurus. He wants to eat that plant, see? And then we put some foliage on the bottom. And then put a little rock. And we can put some ground here. A rock there. And that's how we draw Stegosaurus. And I hope you had fun drawing your Stegosaurus. I'm Big Toad and I am out.